Have you ever experienced that sudden wave of emptiness when you lose interest in everything around you? Psychology says when that happens, the person experiencing it really needs someone to listen to them. And when times get hard, there exists a universal human trait to pull up their fellow beings: empathy. Yes, you heard it right. Being empathetic to someone means you are actually feeling what they are feeling. Given its universal characteristic, let's learn more about empathy and its role in active listening. Welcome back. In today's lecture, we will try to understand empathy, its role in active listening, its importance, and how you can cultivate empathy. What is empathy and active listening? Empathy, as the name indicates, is a universal human trait. It involves letting yourself in someone else's shoes, seeing from their perspective, and feeling what they are feeling. However, there is another widely misunderstood word similar to empathy: sympathy. Speaking of sympathy, it is only about feeling compassion for someone, while empathy encompasses the whole emotional domain. It is more like connecting with people emotionally, psychologically, and passionately. Empathy can best be understood by the love of a mother. Remember when you came back home after injuring your knees in your childhood? So painful that experience was that your mother also began crying with you. That is empathy in its simplest form. Importance of empathy. Despite being a universal human trait, empathy is hardly observable in our daily lives. However, its importance in communication can't be ignored. Not only does it infuse compassion and care, but it also helps improve personal and professional relationships. According to scholars, empathy motivates many prosocial behaviors, including volunteering, forgiveness, and helping others. Role of empathy in active listening. Empathy plays a significant role in active listening, provided that the former is practiced in true letter and spirit. Communication experts suggest that even if you are not feeling empathetic, try cultivating it. So, let's understand what role empathy does play in active listening. Conflict resolution. In today's hyper-civilized world, people hardly give a damn about others' perspectives. You may have observed or been in the conversations that ended with this sentence: "Well, leave it. Everyone has his or her own opinion." What this implies: people are not feeling empathetic anymore. Giving people's perspectives a shot may reduce misunderstandings and conflicts. For example, if your boss has talked to you in a harsh tone, you better think that he also got a life, or maybe he's just having a bad day. People make mistakes just like you and me. So, the best way is to see things from people's perspective. That will definitely help you gain some ground in active listening. An inherent connection with the speaker. Not only that, but empathy also allows the listener to feel an inherent connection with the speaker. People only feel emotional when they know they have someone to rely on. So, when empathy is at play in the conversation, it gives the listener a chance to align with the speaker's state of mind. Consider an example. Suppose you tell your colleague how hard it is to earn a living nowadays. The listener responds by adding details about how these constraints are making people's lives miserable. This thought alignment will make both participants feel an inherent connection with each other. Improves communication skills. We all communicate every day, but hardly possess the inherent communication skills to carry on the conversation. However, when empathy gets involved, we speak and respond with our hearts. This is so empathy allows humans to feel what other fellow beings are feeling. As a result, communication skills take an upward trajectory. So, if you are on a mission to improve your communication skills, cultivate empathy in your communication and watch the magic happen. Improved relationships. So far, so good. Empathy and active listening also improves social and personal relationships. Remember our example of Franz Kafka in the very first lecture? Similarly, when you feel misery in others' suffering, pain in others' tears, and happiness in others' smiles, your relationships begin to improve. And this can only be done by listening actively to what people have to say. Empathy is a gift no creature is blessed with. Had it not been in human nature to feel empathetic, disorder would have prevailed a long time ago. When it comes to active listening, empathy has much to say. So, that was all about empathy, its importance, and its role in active listening. See you guys in our next lecture, in which we'll be discussing the practice of summarizing.